Okay, testing. Is the sound better now? And it froze. Dude, is the sound better now? Oh, it's so much better. And it froze. It's so much better. I will like play with it and see like how far away I can have it without like it's being an issue. Dude, sound better now? Oh, it's so much better. It's so much better. I will like play with it and see like how far away I can have it without like it's being an issue. Oh, yeah. So much better. I think this is fine. This is fine, right? Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do some Leetcode today. Have fun. Welcome to the grind. Yeah. I think this is fine. This is fine, right? Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do some Leetcode today. Have fun. Welcome to the grind. Okay, I would just say that it's like a 15-second delay. It's nice to see it. It's fascinating to see it, to be fair. Anyways, we left on stacks. Right now I'm doing more stacks, and I think I'm pretty comfortable with a stack. I didn't see what it said. Yeah, probably just create a min stack. Okay, initialize the stack object, pushes the element val onto the stack, removes the element on the top of the stack, gets the top element of the stack, retrieves the minimum element in the stack. This is like kind of the one I'm uncertain how I would do. Like I think the easiest way of doing it is essentially just adding the minimum. What's the smartest way of doing it? I think I would just go on instinct and intuition, and this isn't as much as a Leetcode question itself. It's just like creating how class of like minimum stack would work, and just have a stack class that supports the standard stack operations. So just intuitively, I know I need a list, so I will call it self stack equals. So it's empty when I initialize it, and I also want a self min val maybe, and it's nothing as of now. It's null as of now, or is it like none? Yeah. Do I need to state it as an integer, or it will figure out on its own, but still. Okay, so push, firstly. I think I actually want to do, is it inf? Now how is the minus inf math dot inf? Is it? I just don't remember like how. It's a float inf. Minus inf. Isn't like this? I don't know what these are called in English, to be fair. Yeah, okay. So push. Push is pretty easy. You just add it to the stack. I will, or I don't know if this is like an issue, because the way I'm creating the stack is by using the stack function inside of Python already. Regardless, I think I just do that and see like if that's the way they wanted us to do that, and yeah, just like prove I understand it. So push is, firstly I gonna say like if val large less, oh it should be infinity then, less than self min val self min val. Oh, this is not a good way of doing it, to be fair. Because if I pop it, it doesn't have a... I can't do it this way. But I don't understand like what the most optimal way of doing it would be. But let's just create the stack itself. It's so self stack. So if I push it, self stack append val, and that's it. Pop is self stack. Can assume like it would not use a pop function on something that's obviously not going to have any items, like you can't use it in the beginning. I will not do it as for now. This, I think it's weird because pop normally doesn't just remove it, also returns it. But I see they don't want us to return it. So just remove it. Yeah, it's just removing it. Now it's actually something embarrassing. What's the opposite of append? Like it has to be. Yeah, but I'm not gonna use pop. Or not the insert, again, not the opposite, like delete from list. Like they has to remove, okay. But do I need to like figure out that value though? And if there are multiple of that, yeah, this is not what I'm, and it even removes the first occurrence, which is not what I want. Okay, I can do, but I don't want to pop it. Del, okay. I think that's probably like what I should do. Just del. Delete it. Like this is something new. I didn't know about del before, like relatively recently. And I have a master's degree in computer science, so it's almost embarrassing that I wasn't aware of this function. So, okay, return self stack -1 and get min. This is the issue, like get the minimum. And each function should have a runtime of 0, so like what would be the most optimal way of doing it? I'm trying to figure out like in what way, because like initially when what I was writing was essentially just keeping track of the minimum. I can create a linked list, but I don't know if that would make it easier or not. Like out of curiosity, I actually want to see like what they did. Yeah, they used 2 stacks. Yeah, it's 2 stacks or brute force. I'm not gonna brute force it. Yeah. Okay, they used the float. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. But the issue was if I popped it. And they even used pop. Okay, I wasn't aware I was allowed to use the pop function for pop. Why is this correct? Is it less than 0? Yeah, this is the issue, like what I don't understand. Like, how would this... Because this is like similar to what I did. It's just how I append the... Okay, min of val if else val. Okay, yeah, but to be fair, you create a kind of big ass, potentially big ass stack, don't you? Like, you just append it every single time. Okay, but okay, I understand now. It's not that difficult. Yeah, it's not. Okay, they use 2 stacks. The one stack I'm more interested in learning about. Like, how does this work? So if it's not empty, no, if it's not, okay, if it's, there's something in it, will be true. So yeah, if it's empty, we'll append min will be x. Yeah, we're just, but why append 0? Okay, I think I understand it more. It's a lot more complicated than just having 2 stacks, right? So yeah, but I was like thinking of, oh, should I do either I should do a stack or an object with infinity, like I did it earlier, just didn't assume. So what they did was essentially check what the value was. So min would be min of val, and also compare to self stack -1, which is the last element. And the way they did it is like if self stack, because if it's empty it would be an error, else it would be just val. So literally just get val again. So self min stack, append min, and for popping it's just deleting self min stack. Right? Yeah, because previously, if it's new, no, yeah, it would be fine. And then it's return self min stack -1. I was worried about this, possibly. because I kind of understand, like, yeah, it is an issue, but like what did I do incorrectly? It's off the min stack. Why is it off the min stack? It's off the min stack. Yeah, obviously. If so, if self min, yeah, if it exists. Else valve, so they will be of the same size. And that's why it's in ON. Okay, I understand now. No, okay, I don't understand. Oh no, I understand. Continue to stack. Okay. I did not. It saw some plus signs. I did not see like properly what I was supposed to do. Reverse Polish notation. I think I remember it like how you're supposed to do it. So every time you meet an operator, you would do it. And but I don't. Okay, what would be? Because normally I think I would use it as like a case. What's it called? Switch case? Is that where like switch between different possibilities when encountering an operator? But I'm not certain because I see exactly what I'm supposed to do. Because for instance, for this, just to explain like I understand it, it would first append one to a stack, then append 2 as the next number, and when it encounters the plus sign, it will then pop the 2 numbers, so 2 pops, and it would take the first number or the last number that was popped, add it to 2, which is would be 3, and then 3 would be added to the list again, and so on and so on. However, the issue with this is that I would need to make an obnoxious if-else hell, essentially. So that's why I don't like it. I think I would do it just for like showing that I kind of understood it. So we have a stack. We initialize the stack, and then we go to essentially the for loop. So for token and tokens. If this is like the case I don't like. Like should I valid? Yeah, it has to be valid. So normally I will like add those redundancies, but since it actually says valid with bold text, I will not do it. Okay, so if token equals to plus, it would take second as integer of stack dot pop, and first equals int of stack pop again, and then you append stack, or do I need to? I can just do it so it's easier to understand. Calc would be, it is an integer. Do I know it's integers? Yeah, an integer. So it would take first plus sec. Pretty simple. Always truncates towards 0. So yeah, it would be floor. Yeah. And then stack append calc. Yeah, LF token equals. Because I don't like this way. I know it has to be a better way of doing it. And just copy it. Yeah, because I see it has to be like a way of like doing it that's easier. Elif, it's times. So the only like the difference here would be on division, because it would truncate towards 0. So I can't just like do this and be happy with that. I think this would actually truncate to 0, doesn't it? I think so, actually. I will do it for now and just like realize my fault later. Else, use appended stack, append token, and then you should return stack. Okay, I know it's not necessary because I know it's at least it should only be a singular element, and it would be an integer, so it's not important to like do this way. I just, yeah, it worked. Oh, it didn't work. Why am I happy about this? I would assume it's because the truncation didn't work. Can I just import math? Or is math already within it? So math floor this. Okay, I need to import math. Shouldn't I import math? Shouldn't I? Doesn't this work? No. Yeah. Use this case. Okay. What's wrong here? So what I'm going to do now is print the stack every single time, just to see like what's the issue here. Then it's plus, it's 12, that's correct. So it's times. That's also correct. Yep, it's minus even. Perfect. And then divide. Yeah, that's not correct. Is it? Oh, we wanted to truncate towards 0. So I think I know the issue. So okay. If sec is less than 0, it would do ceiling. Math seal of, and else it would do this. Yeah. So now it's towards 0. There's the issue is still that I don't like the code as, yeah, it worked. I'm now curious why. Okay, you can have brute force, which is what I did, and that's fine. I've never said I was a smart man. You use doubly linked lists. Why is that better? Why is this better? Okay, I might actually watch the video to understand it. Recursion. You have a depth first search on this? Token is pop. You start at the end. No? Yeah, you start at the end. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Like, I understand like the way it would work, like, because they would draw it, like, for instance, just like proving I kind of understand it. It would be from the end. Okay, sum is like 4. Okay, I think I just draw it. I don't save it. So in this case, it would be, this is the number I want to figure out. This is, no. I'm confused, kinda. Is it like this? Is this what would happen? Nah. Never mind, I'm confused. I will watch the video and figure out why I'm confused.
Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's write some more Leetcode today. So today let's solve the problem evaluate reverse Polish notation. Quite a mouthful, but basically this problem is about what the meaning of that term
I should also
means,
like practice more listening to, I should like practice more like learning how he does things. Like how he explains shit to me.
Arithmetic expressions, and the only operations we're really going to be doing in this case are going to be the simple ones: add, subtract, multiply, and divide. One note that they tell us that division between two integers should basically round towards 0. Since I'm going to be doing this in Python, though, if you take some values and do integer division between them, they always round down, which is not rounding towards 0 necessarily, because imagine if we had -3 divided by 2, that's -1.5. Yeah. It rounds down to -2 in Python, but that's not what we want to do. But there's a trick in Python that you can do to make it round towards 0, so we can take care of that. If you're using Java, though, I think it automatically rounds towards 0, same with like C++ and most languages. One thing we're told, though, in terms of the RPN expression, is that it's always going to be valid, which is good, so we don't really have to worry about too many edge cases. There's never going to be some divide by 0 or anything crazy like that. So now what does RPN even mean? Well, let's take a look at this example. So we're given a 2, a 1, then a plus operator, then a 3, and then a multiply operator. Now the way this is going to work is we're going to be reading from left to right. We're going to be reading the inputs. So the first one was a 2, next one was a 1. Okay. When we reach an operator, though, what exactly are we supposed to do? Well, any operator in this case is going to be applied to the previous 2 values. And like I said, there's not going to be edge cases, so we're guaranteed that there are going to be 2 previous values. So in this case, what we would do is replace this 2 and this 1 by adding them together. So it's going to be replaced with a 3, right? So we can kind of forget these, and we already used this plus operator, so we can kind of cross it out as well. Now we have a 3 again, so I'm going to be kind of writing it down here just to kind of, basically say that we've seen that 3 before. Now we have the multiply operator. It's going to be applied to the 2 previous values. Now in the actual input itself, you can see that the previous value was a 3, and the value before that was a plus operator. When we say it's going to be applied to the 2 previous values, that's not what we mean. We don't want to apply it to another operator, right? We mean, one, they were replaced. We can multiply both of them and then replace them with the result. You're familiar with the data structure here, because they move from the stack to the stack. So in this case, I was doing the drawing with actually a subtract 2 plus 1. They appear in 2 minus 1 to our stack, minus 1 in this. So we pop a value in our stack, so that's the value we're going to return. So in this case, the answer is reading through the input string, adding the member from this problem, which is going to be our stack. In Python, you can just use a list, and then most of the tokens, it could be basically, and then get k for our stack. But so now let's start with the plus condition. Well, remember what I said, we can just pop the stack twice. And for multiply, that's also going to be almost more tricky, though, for subtract. So let's call them just A and B arbitrarily. You could call them anything that you want. But when we mark our divide operation down here, we're going to pop 2 values, and then in that same order, B and then A, we're going to go to do that. We get higher code. You can see it's mostly just a bunch of boilerplate. But once all that's done, let's go ahead and return the single value that pretty. To do that, we can actually just call the int function, which will convert it to an integer and also round it towards 0 at the same time. So that's pretty much the the entire code. You can see it's mostly just a bunch of boilerplate, but once all that's done, let's go ahead and return the single value that is guaranteed to be in the stack set. It was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel a lot. Consider checking out on the left. Yes, it does, and it's very efficient, so I really hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel a lot. Consider checking out my Patreon, where you can further support the channel.
Okay, then explain. It just did brute force, essentially. It's just that I don't understand why a linked list would be better. A doubly linked, to be fair. Yeah, that's okay. Like, why is this so much worse? Yeah, this. Oh, it was correct. What was I looking at? I just saw. Okay, I just assumed it was brute force. Never mind. So this is actually optimal. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this works just fine. I need to read more. I don't need to print the statements, but regardless, yeah, it works just fine. Like, I didn't need the int because I know for a fact it would be. And yeah, you'd added the integer here. It's okay, but still, and I didn't know about that. That way it would take an int of the float would go back to, would chunk it towards 0. I didn't know that. So now I know it's still kind of not happy. Generate parent is. I haven't even done this before, so this is completely new for me. Mean integer n, return all well-formed pattern strings that you can generate with n pairs of these generate. Okay. Instinctively, I would look at it as a possibly dynamic programming issue. But it's not. I see it now. We're 3. Okay, and we know, okay, it's less than 7. Like, the easy reverse to write everything. I don't want to do that. However, I'm also uncertain what I'm supposed to do with this. And the clue is that it's a stack. But like, anyone online possibly help me? I don't know if the watcher is myself or not. Like, I notice all the time, like, I only have one viewer, but the watcher is myself or not. Maybe it's my. All the time, like, I only have one viewer, but I need to talk more clearly and be more relaxed. I really don't like, because I'm lowering my voice more than normally. And when I lower my voice, not lower like in lower tone, but a lower volume. I'm pretty loud normally, and I notice like the issue when I go like try to talk more. What do you say? It's Yeah, this is kind of my normal voice. This is like a lot better. I will actually think, oh dude, I would check it out if this sounds better and I should just talk in the sound. I will actually think, oh dude, I would check it out if the... Yeah, it stopped. I'm sorry. This sounds better and I should just talk in the sound. I will actually think, oh dude, I would check it out. Yeah, it stopped. I'm sorry. Okay, anyways, regardless, back to business. Generate parentheses. Like I said, I was thinking of a dynamic solution to it. However, I don't think I need one. But a stack is... Oh, maybe it's actually dynamic. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start. I will set up a timer of 20 minutes. Do it for 20 minutes, and yeah.
I've been solved more than 1500 Leetcode problems.
So, if... I listened to that, I heard he was Indian, and dude, I love Indian guys. Like, they have saved me when I was studying. I wouldn't be able to do shit if it wasn't for these Indian guys. And they're like so well spoken and so knowledgeable. And it kind of annoys the fuck out of me because, like, you're doing this for free. While, like, my professor, to be fair, I love my professor. But, like, to be fair, like, there are courses. Okay, now it's Nico, and I love Nico too. Fuck. Okay, I'm just annoyed at people. I'm just frustrated when I program. So yeah, I'm sorry to take it out on anyone.
There is one thing I've
Back to where I was supposed to be. Restart this because I got distracted. Okay, let's just attack this problem. I was initially thinking of the dynamic programming case. It might not be wrong, but it's not correct either. Like, okay, maybe, like, I just, like, on instinct, I will just write all the possibilities for each of them. This is one, and this is one. So for this is this one. And etc. But, like, I don't... Or maybe I just found the problem. Okay. It is a dynamic programming, actually. Now I'm just testing out my hypothesis. This is 4. This, yeah, 4. And you would also... Because, like, what increased here? I'm now back to this. Because from here, you can see... I'm pointing at the screen, sorry you can't see it. But, like, from here, what they did was to, like, just take parentheses of these two. And that's 2 more. So it would be 5 more of these. And another way it would be done, and this is essentially just adding one to the right and one to the left. And lastly is adding one, like, it doesn't matter if to the right or left. I still don't understand how this is a stack. So the next one would be massive. There'd be so many different ones. Like, the easiest way I could do it is just like by cheating and just do a set. And I might actually do it that way. I might actually just do that. Stack. And it has to start at 1, yeah, okay, it starts 1. And I will just do the cheek one and just hard code it. I don't see the issue for this because this is the first one. And for I might overshoot it with this, that I might like start on 1. Maybe I will actually keep it empty. We'll keep it empty. Again, out of curiosity, I just want to see like if I can do it. Like if it will work, append stack pop. Plus like if this would work, and print stack, because you're popping something that doesn't exist, and that's the issue. Yeah, it doesn't exist. Yeah, that's why it wouldn't work. But if I just had it already, oh, what's the issue here? It wouldn't work like this? Oh, I forgot plus. Okay, then I will actually try this once more. I don't think it would work because you're popping an empty list. Yeah, like this worked, to be fair. I got what I wanted to. I just don't like this way of doing things. It shouldn't print anything, right? Yeah, it didn't print anything. While on this, it would print 1, 2. Would be correct. So if I don't know if this is not optimal at all, because it's increasingly difficult. But I think this might. There's no other constraints. I'm doing this like a dynamic problem, even though it might not be. Yeah, I was using this one, right? Okay, you cut, boom. So let's take cur. You can return a new stack every time. Can't you? Like what happened for this one, it would pop this out. Yeah, the issue was if there are more than one. It would do the same on those. Wouldn't it? But this would be correct. So if I put it inside of his. Yeah, okay. And cur equals stack pop. So instead of this, I will have cur. And then stack append. Plus cur. And stack append cur plus. Yeah. Oh fuck! I need to. Yeah, this now I remember for alum in stack. Or wild stack. Yeah. It should be like this, and then it's temp. And I would do it, and then stack would be empty equals to temp, and when it's gone, it's gonna return stack. Okay, yeah, this worked. Oh, it was set of temp. Is it like list set of temp? Would this work? Okay, it actually worked. How are the issues like? Yeah, what was wrong here though? Oh, does it have to be in the specific order? I have more than what they got. But why do I have more than what they got? Isn't this correct? Oh, it's there. I see they have another way of doing it. I will add it and figure out the issue. Wouldn't set solve this? What did I have? Okay, oh, because it's supposed to be here. Print stack. Print temp and print set of temp. Honestly, I don't even need to. I just need the length. Just ensure like it is reduced. Then you, yeah. Yeah, I know this is incorrect. This is not what I wanted. Never mind, I will not care about the length. I will actually look at what's happening. Why is it empty now? Wild stack. Why is this happening? Okay, first you pop it, then it's full of these. Then you pop it again. Yeah, so this is actually correct. It's just that and this is incorrect again. I see I've done like 15 minutes of this. I will actually look at the solution, just like why this brute force. Even the brute force uses the first search. Backtracking. Yeah, I was thinking of dynamic res for. Okay, yeah, this works too. And instead of doing it that way, this is like what I don't understand, why it would be n+1. Oh, because of the iterations. They would be list of lists, right? For left or not. Bro, I don't understand how they did this. I don't like the. Oh, is this actually a normal one? I feel this would be ginormous. Okay, I'm gonna look at it and understand, like.
Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's write some more neat code today. So today let's solve generate parentheses. So we are given a pair, a certain number n pairs of parentheses. We want there's only one possible way to make them valid because kind of right, like a sort of brute force approach. How would we even do a brute force approach? Let's say n equals 3, so then we have 3 parentheses. What does that tell us about valid parentheses, right? Like this is one valid parenthesis that satisfies this condition, right? We have 3 open parentheses, 3 closing parentheses. Well, the first thing it tells us is that we need 3 open parentheses and 3 closing parentheses, right? That much is pretty obvious, right? Like you could probably figure that out by yourself. If we have 3 pairs, then we definitely need 3 open and 3 closing parentheses. So in total, 6 parentheses. But what about the order of parentheses? So let's say so far I'm empty, right? We're empty. Can I start out with an open parenthesis? Yes, I can, right? But can I start out with a closing parenthesis? No, we know that this is invalid. No matter what I do now, this is always going to mess up our parentheses. So we can't start with a closing parenthesis. We can only start with an open parenthesis. Okay, but now let's say I have 1 open parenthesis. Now what can I do? Can I have another open parenthesis? Yup, because our limit is 3 open parentheses, and so far we have 2, so we're allowed to do that. What about a closing parenthesis? Can I have a closing parenthesis? Yes, because so far our open count is 1, and initially the closing count is 0, and I can, by adding this parenthesis, I'm just changing the closing count to 1 now, right? So now let's look at it. Now can I add another open parenthesis? Yes, I can, because the limit is 3 open parentheses, and so far we only have 1, so I'm allowed to add an open parenthesis. What about a closing parenthesis? Can I add a closing parenthesis right now? No, because you see that so far we have 1 pair, right? This pair of
How is this a
closing
medium?
parentheses, and then when you get rid of that pair, then we're
I
just
just
left with a single
realized.
closed parenthesis. This closing parenthesis will never have a matching.
Okay, it's not
parenthesis
hard,
left
to
of
be
it, so
fair.
we can't
Okay,
add
I
this
see.
parenthesis. And how would you figure that out from code? Well, just take a look at the count we have so far. Before we add the
I think
parentheses,
just
we have a count of 1 for
associate
closed,
dynamic
with a count of 1 for
for
open.
our
Basically, what
parts.
this tells us is that we can only add a closing parenthesis if the count of closing parentheses is less than the open count. We can only, if this is true, are we allowed to add a closing parenthesis. So if, for example, if I were to add another opening parenthesis, now we update our open count to 2. So now we have 2 open parentheses, right? So 2 is open, 1 is closed from over here, right? So now I'm allowed to add a closing parenthesis, right? So basically,
Oh, they
let's say
do
we're
it
gonna
that
backtrack.
way.
These are the 2 rules that we have to follow. This is basically our base case. Once we have condition tells us under the limit, the number. So we set a open close. Okay, and 3 so closing parentheses. So 2 open and 1 close. From here, at a let's continue. So over at a closing parenthesis parentheses. Over here we also have 2 choices because we see we have 2 and close. We're almost done. Starting over here, we see we have 1 choice. We can't close. We can't open. Also, which would be parenthesis closing the open and 3's, right? Because each of closing parentheses, you see that they're all valid as our. I summarized it. So we're only going to add an open parenthesis if open count is less parentheses, and I'm going to create a and don't need to pass in our and is basically simpler in the stack and join them together into a empty string. So once they have been joined together, they will form a complete string. And what I'm going to do is append that to our result list. And once I've done that, I can just return, right? Because this is our base case. Remember, if we want to add a open parenthesis, we have to check. That our open count is less than n. If that's true, what we can do is to our stack, we can append a open parenthesis. So just an open parenthesis, and then we can recursively continue our backtrack. But if we do that, we have to increment our open count by 1, and the closed count remains the same. And after that backtracking returns, though, we do have to update our stack because we only have a single stack variable. Remember, we're not passing the stack into every single call. The stack is basically a global variable. So every time we're done with backtracking, we're going to pop the character that we just added to the stack. And if we want to add a closing parenthesis, we have to make sure that the closed count is less than the open count. So then we can take our stack and append a closing parenthesis, and then we can call our backtrack.
I see.
Except we'll leave open count the same this time, and we'll actually increment the closed count. And as before, we're also going to need to clean up, so we're going to have to update our stack by popping the character that we just added. And this is actually the entire function. So you can see we broke it up into 3 conditions, which I commented up here and I explained in the visual explanation. So the only thing we have to do now is call our backtrack function, pass in 0 for the initial open and closed count because our stack is initially empty, and then we can return what our result will contain, which will be the list of valid parentheses. So as you can see, the solution works and it is pretty efficient. So I hope that this was helpful.
Give me a second. Why? Yeah, because you do it until it's equal n. Then we return it. Okay. I will skip this one for now, even though I dislike doing that. Okay, you've given an array. Okay, daily temperature, you're given an array of integers, temperatures, where temperature I represents the daily temperature of the each day. Return array result, where result I is the number of day after the if day before a warmer temperature appears on a future day. number of days after the if days. If there's no day in the future, formally a pair set the result to 0. One day, so it's 4 days. No, why? Oh, it's 4 days until. Okay, how would I attack this? I have the the hint that they're using a stack. So if I pop it and the previous one is lower. Why am I so bad at this right now? Like, I'll not see the solution, I just need stacks? Why? What? I'll give myself 20 minutes on this too. And just trying to figure out why. Like a way I could have done it. I don't think it's optimal. I might just do it just to do it, if that makes sense. But it would have a runtime of how many times would it be? Okay, it would do. Worst case, it would be an O of. I think it would be log of n log of n if I do it this way. I'm not certain. Okay, I will do it this way. It's a bad way of doing it. I know for a fact, even because I think I can do it easier. Is my point, and I don't think it's n log of n. It might be more. It might be less. Oh, I realize I struggle with like I might add that actually to I have a notepad with like things I need to focus on, things I need to improve on. So firstly, I will say that, what is this issue? What's happening? Okay, it stopped there. It stopped there for a while. Okay, the thing I'm bad at is figuring. Like I know there are guides on easy ways to like understand it, but I realize like I can't. Could I do it in the reverse? We know for a fact the last would be 0, regardless. Okay, if I pop it. Okay, and I can explain how I was thinking I was going to do it. I start on the first element in this first example with 30, and I will check the next number. If the next number is larger than the current number, I will input 1 day or input 1. If not, I will input the and we go on until it finds it. If it doesn't find it at the end of the list, I will add a 0, and the second is, and if it found like later, I will input the number of times it needed to like find it. I will do it for each element, and then yeah, return the list like that. However, I just don't like that. I do not like that as at all. Okay, what if I start at the very end? I look at that and I see like if I do it from the other end, I can see like, oh, when is this the max? It's never the max, so it'd be 0. Dude, I actually don't know. Okay, I will do it for temp and temperatures. For and temperatures. Do I need to enumerate it? Is enumerate? Yeah. Enumerate, so it's index temp. Index plus 1. I need a better name than temp. I'll call this curve. If temp is larger than curve, append, and then we can have the answer list. Answer list, okay, if temp is ans, append temp. Else if temp append this, yeah, and not always. How do I jump out of a for loop? Break. Okay, break. Break works. Break. And if it for some reason is at the end, if it didn't find it, This is such bad code. I know. Plus is less than index and append 0. Return ends. Oh, oops. How many days? Not append is append index. No, it's. Do I need to enumerate again? I need to enumerate again. I call it E, even though like append E. Apart from this should be correct. No. Firstly, why did this happen? Plus 1. That's at least the first I can see is incorrect. So it doesn't append 0. So len of ants. So okay, on the, for instance, in this case, it would be the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. And inside of them there are 5. Oh. I can actually just add an error code, just like else. Sys, no, I'll do that as Java. Okay, added. Okay, it's not this. So it's less. Just maybe not plus 1. Is it still bigger? Is it? Why is this so infuriating me? So it goes through this, and essentially, since it did not append another I will just do it this way. I'll just like the issue doesn't happen until here. Oh. Okay. This is the indexes. Okay, previously it's always been bigger. So len of ants should always be always smaller. That's not the case. Give me a second. This is bigger equals. So while cur is less than it should be cur is less than. If cur, not current, but like the index of a current is less than len of ants, and append 0. Because it adds every time. Well, again, give me a second. Less than equals to len. Why did this work? Less than equal, it's bigger than equal. Okay, so it's just me being dumb. Yeah, obviously, actually. Okay, it worked. It has a runtime of, I would just see like, say this is root force. I don't want to, with the stack, it's over n. And this is where I'm interested in. And you can also do it on dynamic programming. So it's slightly better. I think it's n log of n, but still not the way I wanted it. Okay, so they have results, which is, yeah, they create an empty. Here's a stack, and it should be in pair of temp index. Use int and enumerate, while stack, well, there's something inside of it. And t is bigger than stack. The first, yeah, it's smaller than temperature. Oh, they have, like, yeah, I understand. The stack contains pairs. I was like thinking like, oh, they just elements, but yeah, it's pairs, so it's essentially a stack of lists. I don't like coding, what's called convention, naming convention of this. It's too similar to each other, and just using int, I dislike that. I normally, like, unless I'm lazy like I did on the I prefer to write things more clearly. I think it really depends on where you're working. Like a lot of previous jobs, we have people who are not that well versed in coding and programming, so we will use a lot longer words. I think that's just better for everyone too. It's like it's similar to the concept of, like, if you make everything user-friendly for every group, it will also be more user-friendly for the average user. I don't know, like, remember exactly where, like, the phrasing of it. It's like, I would say a somewhat of coding philosophy, maybe. That by making it, for instance, better for people with hearing or visual impairments, or etc., it would be easier for everyone to identify and locate things on the web page. It was something along those lines. But back to the stack. So yeah, we checked the previous one. It will pop. Yeah, if the new value is, no, let me see. Index. Okay, yeah, it's O of n then, because you do it in one go. I'm trying to visualize it more. I'm currently like slightly confused of like how it will work, so I'm just copying everything and just adding it. And while stack, I want to print stack every single time. Not necessarily stack, but I just want to print the stack. Print stack. Like, I know it works, but I don't understand why. Okay, you have 30, 0. You append to the index. That's okay. Firstly, you have this. Since the value is higher, you will pop that as a result. That's not higher, and if the previous is higher, that would be removed. It's still not higher. While sec. I don't think my brain would have gone there. I will actually go back to this, but I see it now. Yeah, it's a while. So yeah, car fleet. I've not tried this one, so that's a good sign. Oh, I didn't hear it. I didn't have sound. Doesn't matter. Like I mentioned earlier, I'll talk with like a lower volume because it's late here, and when I do it, I do it like this, like the a non-sexy fuckboy, TikTok fuckboy type of talking, and I don't like that. I'm just reading through it. I don't know if like you should read it loudly. I think in the interview I wouldn't, so okay, that's the position, right? Okay, the position. But I don't understand why it's 1. Shouldn't it be 2 then? So this would be position 5 after 1 speed tick. And this would, no, sorry. This would be 4, and this would be 6. Then would be 7, and then would be 8, and then would be 10. Wouldn't that mean the output should be 1? Oh, different cars, yeah. Okay, how would I attack this problem? How would I attack this problem? Because see, like the issue if like if I actually simulate this. But like once again, the hint is that it's supposed to be a stack. I'm trying to understand like how this would be a stack. And so I can create a pair, which is what I will do. Or maybe I wouldn't create a pair, but I would just add them. Okay, just to like test my hypothesis. So it would be 4 and 5, 7 and 8, and then it would be 10 and 10. I want a case where like they could catch onto them before. For this, it would be 6, 3, 1, and 8. Then would be 8, 5, 2, and 8. No, and sorry, 9. And it would be 10. 5, 7, 3, 10. I generally don't know like what the option would be. Like I can brute force it, I don't want to brute force it, and I like how did they do it? Yeah, they created a pair, which I assume they would do. Yeah, that's smarter. And then you sort it in the reverse, also smarter. And it's based on P with the position. Yeah, and you create a new stack. It's reverse sorted. So it would be the highest, the one with the highest position, right? And for stack upon target minus P divided by S. If len of stack is greater than 2 and stack okay, give me a second. Higher than 2 and stack minus 1 is less than equals to stack minus 2. I'll remove this one. Okay, give me a second. I just need to understand how this works. Firstly, I want to see print pair after it's sorted, and I also want to print stack every time, and then the pairs are like that, and then it would be three point zero. Yeah, with more cars, how would be? Yeah, exactly as I would imagine. So I don't need this anymore. However, okay, so the first one, it would be append target minus, so yeah, it's 3 divided by s, which is 1, so it takes 3 turns. For the second one, if len stack is less than equals to 2, which it is, and stack of minus 1 is less than stack of, okay, what would this be? Okay, it would be 6 divided by 2, which would be 3. It would be 3. It did not catch onto it, right? I should do it on the, okay, I should do it on a pen too, just to like. Because they've sorted it, so it would be, yeah, dun, which is fair. So it starts at the highest one, which is 7. Because it's larger. Give a second, why did this become? There are 3 car fleets, oh my god, I'm so stupid. We are asking how many car fleets it would be. And since they arrive at the same time. Okay, and I think I understand it. I will revert it back. And I will solve it another time. Dude, why is am I struggling? Yeah, I'm gonna do a hard one. No, thank you. Isn't this just a 2-pointer? Wouldn't this be just a 2-pointer? And the area. Like, what is a rectangle? Is it like when 2? Like for this is. Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, wouldn't a 2-pointer work? You append this, and then you
Cheese
go.
Fest. Did this guy just ask what a rectangle is?
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking caught me. Yeah, I did actually ask what a rectangle is. This is actually my first interaction with anyone ever, so I'm like, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Fucking caught me. Yeah.
Dev Beck. Yeah, I'm dumb.
Yeah. I never, like, to be fair, I didn't know, like, people are watching me. I'm actually surprised, and I feel really don't know. Yeah, I was just thinking aloud, thinking like, oh, what will a rectangle be? In this case, because I was thinking of a similar question in terms of, I think it was largest, it was not square, a rectangle, it was like largest, I don't remember it. It's like similar to like how much water you can have in amount thing. I realize like this is so confusing. Fuck it, I will find it, just like to understand it for myself. Yeah, but nice to have people actually watch me. I never expected that. I believe it's like actually on Leetcode 75. I restarted, but I didn't bother doing anything more. It was on Trapping Ring 1. Yeah, dude, you found it. This was the one I was thinking about, but it wasn't the same one. It's different, and I don't know how I should approach this. So if you, if you have any hints towards like how I can guide me towards that solution, I would be grateful. I'm just trying to visualize it, like how would I, because now I understand like these two form the biggest. No. Yeah. Okay. So this would form the biggest rectangle. And the hint is this is a stack question. And it's a hard one, and I fucked up on all the mediums already, so I don't know why I'm like, oh, maybe I can solve this. But I will try.
Cheese Fest. Hints for largest rectangle in a histogram?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I solved it.
Yeah, why can't I see it? Can I? Yeah. Okay. So thanks, my dude. You're actually the first one talking to me ever. I started yesterday with streaming. I'm horrible. I don't know. Like, I don't know coding. I don't know how to be a streamer. I'm just doing my best and having like practicing for like more interview based type. Just like I know how to speak and verbalize what I'm doing and what I'm thinking about. So that's also the reason why I was like, oh, what's a rectangle? Just like thinking out loud for myself. Okay, instinctively, I would, like, what would I do, actually? This is the question. I think I would have a max. I can set it as of, I always forget this. and I will have a stack. I imagine this is like way it would do it, so I might just paint it. No, so on the first we have a 7, and on the second the max is still 7. So okay, this will be the so this would be the max, and this would be the I don't know why I did it this way. This is just gonna be hard for me. So, and the stack would have a 7. And on the second one, it would return, max would still be 7. And the stack would be, no, what am I doing right now? Yeah, I'm actually look at, oh, there's no hint. I don't want to see the solution. No, never mind. Dude, cheers first. I need help. Anyways, how are you doing, dude? I don't know if you're still watching. I hope you are. I hope you're doing fine. I'm just chilling and just being an idiot. Like when I see it, I intuitively would have answered it fairly quickly. I think I just need the intuition to like realize how I should think. Because I want to do a 2-pointer system, but it wouldn't work. Because from this, because like why would this, because obviously it wouldn't do like at least on the medium ones I kind of knew what I was supposed to do. Like I got a brute force technique. I just try to optimize it so much. For this one I'm like kind of just I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. I'm thinking of then I reckon you left me cheese first, but that's okay. I love you, dude. Oh, what? Why didn't I get any fuck, I closed it. Sorry, my dude. What was called again? Restream chat? Dude, sorry. Can I like see previous chats? Never mind, I can't do that. Wait, which one? I was thinking of the wrong. All those need to have it. Which one? I don't know if it probably has. Yeah, it has to have a Leetcode variation. Yeah, it's here. Leetcode 2. Oh, that doesn't work like that. Yeah. Oh fuck, I'm sending to everyone. Yeah, awkward. No, my Twitch streamers thinks I'm... Oh, on Twitch. I don't think anyone's on Twitch either, to be fair. Yeah, I'm always so confused. There's always like one watcher. I don't know if it's myself. I thought the same about YouTube. Do they have hints? No hints. I don't... Okay. I can see this. Some discussions. Okay, so I need a stack. Yeah. Hmm. I'm too dumb to understand this. I realize I don't know what previous smaller element next smaller element is, so I will actually check that out. Like what is this? I'll use ChatGPT to explain it like I'm a dum-dum. This is my closest element to the left. I want to put on a timer just see like how long time I need to figure this out without looking at four is smaller, so I have 4. I just want to understand, like, for if they, for instance, use this, like what we have. Oops, this array. Dude, I can't write now. Okay, and if I have this, how does this help me get? Like, how would I use and combine these two? Like, in what way would this help me? Is it like because I have it here and if I'm, and then I calculate this. I kind of want another, like...
Cheese Fest. How many hearts have you solved before?
Back in the days or right now? Because right now I just started again yesterday. But like I would say 6 months ago I was pretty decent that I could do like a handful of hard questions. Or do you just recommend that I skip this one for now and come back to it when I'm more comfortable? And how do you want me to like address you? Like talking to you or writing to you? I will do both for you, my guy.
Cheese Fest. Talking is fine and I would say skip it for now.
Okay. Thanks, dude. Yeah, how you doing, dude? And do you have any recommendations on how I can improve myself? Like, I realized like how badly I'm doing right now and would love to improve as much as possible. So that's why I went for this course, or not, this roadmap, because it's I heard like a lot of recommendations for it being a great way to like relearn everything. And as you see, I just started with arrays and hashing, which I would say a lot of them that I stumbled over was like simple syntax.
Cheese Fest. Can you show your Leetcode profile?
Dude, it's bad. It's bad. It's so bad. So please don't laugh. How do I show it? Yeah, it's bad. Oh really? I didn't do. I can promise you I've done more hard, but yeah, probably not. I thought I did. Or is it no hacker rank? I just want to test. But they don't have. I have no idea. I think I did some advanced and I thought that was hard. But still, okay. Apparently none. I've done one hard in my life. Apparently, but this is my, yeah, it's connected to my GitHub. I think I used my school account earlier, but still it's like I have used this, so this is embarrassing. Right. So yeah, you can. I did some in October, but they were probably just wow, I grinded in October. I don't even remember that. I felt that was like 2-3 months ago. I probably, this is maybe the wrong account. I don't know. But still, not doing good. So please give me any recommendations. I will take everything. Just give me a second. Yeah, is it anything specific you want to see? I primarily just did Leetcode 75 at least, if that's what you're wondering about. Like, I redid it yesterday. Or, so you can see I've done most of them. Not the difficult one. I don't know why I stopped here. Because I've learned dynamic programming. I still struggle with multi-dimensional. Yeah. What's a monotonic stack? Is this like what I'm missing out on? Yeah, this is.
You should try problem 2101.
Okay, 2101. Got you. Can I just. Was it 202? No. I'm 201.
Cheese Fest. If you know a little graph theory.
Dude, I will try it. Maybe something like, I suddenly realized it, but graphs I've been bad at recently. Like, to be fair, I have struggled on just stacks and arrays. But I will give it a chance. Anyways, so you are given a list of bombs. The range of the bomb is defined as the area where the effect can be felt. The area is the shape of a circle with the center as the location of the bomb. The bombs are represented by a zero index to the integer array bombs, where bombs I and y I denotes the x and y coordinates of the location of the ith. Yeah, how do you say ith bomb? Where? Okay, I will just shut up. I realized it's probably boring to listen to me read. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, I just see the topics. It's over. Okay, so I can. Okay. I haven't written either depth first search or breadth first search in ages, but I will do my best. And that was maybe too big of a hint. But still, this is slightly interesting for me. like how would the graph look in this case? Like I kind of understand like okay, so the one, this is like a really simple understanding of how I would go after this question. Brute force wise, I would look at, okay, I look at bomb 0 and detonate bomb 0, and it will also detonate 1. Oh. Yeah, is that 1? I would detonate 1 and 2. And yeah, it's actually, yeah, so since this detonates, it will detonate. Doesn't that, yeah, you don't, okay, because it just shows like which ones detonated. Because, yeah, so dung to 2 and 3, and then 3 would detonate 4. But I don't know why I like. And I also need like is it Euclidean distance it's called? Or am I misremembering?
Cheese fest. The constraints are small, so brute force should work.
Okay, then I will actually try it out. So for I'm just writing out like how for bomb and bombs.
Cheese fest. Just gotta figure out how to set up the graph and yes, Euclidean distance.
Okay, nice. How do I set up a Euclidean distance? I just realized. Can I have just Euclidean distance from everything? Because I need a set up of graph. That's like the problem I have, that I do not see how I would do. Okay, because I realized my brute force way wasn't actually, it was just like from 0 to 4, which is pretty simple. But if it's at 1, it would, like how would this graph look is my point. I can just have a, yeah, so now I think I see it now. Or maybe not. So do I need to create a graph? Okay, I can actually visualize it. I can try to explain.
Fest. You know adjacency lists?
In somewhat like I know the term, and I'm somewhat familiar, but not that familiar that I know how to use it. Because that was like what I was planning to do, like create an. Oh no, what was I supposed to do? Okay, I will ask ChatGPT. I could also ask you, but I was thinking like you have probably better things to do than this. Oh yeah, okay, I remember. Yeah, I just need to see this. Oh, so you create an adjacency list between all of them? Can I have a directed, unweighted graph? Or no, the weighted is maybe important. Like again, I'm just like asking a question, like to create the adjacency list, would it be a dumb way just finding the Euclidean distance between A and all of the fold? How big are we talking about? How big is this? Okay, maximum of 100. Yeah, that might be stupid. And are they in order? I don't think so, so I need to have a smarter way of creating this.
Cheese Fest. You can loop through all pairs fine.
Okay. Then I will adjacency list. Oh wow, I need to become better at typing too. Oh, it's never mind. It should be a dictionary, shouldn't it? For for bombs. Because all of them are connected, right? Or should I can remove them later on? Okay, for bombs. Okay, this might be an atrocious way of doing it, so do not hate me for doing it this way. I just want to test it out and enumerate bombs. I hope I don't need to do it again. What should I call it now? Okay, for bombs. You call it distance maybe? And bombs. And now comes the reason you're gonna hate me for it. No, I need to check with everything. Never mind. Dude, I want to like optimize it even from this start. Like if I find distance from A to B, I don't need to find distance from B to A, obviously. Right? Dude, I'm struggling so much, it's actually embarrassing. I know there has to be a better way of doing it, right? Okay, let me see, how was the A to B? Okay, I think I have one way of doing it. That's still like close to what I was initially thinking. So for, what did I call it, this? And bomb. And this is the reason you're gonna hate me, because this is how I ended up in doing it. And I just imagine this is like a horrible way of doing it. I just realized what is my alert. Okay. Just in case you were writing something that maybe helped me while I was muttering to myself.
Cheese Fest. Don't worry about optimizing much right now, I'm pretty sure the best solution is N2.
Okay, thanks man. Yeah, sorry, where I? Do I need to, like, this is the different, oh fuck, I need to do it this way too. I hate my coding and naming convention. If you have any tips on how to name things more properly, please also help me on that. Right. Yeah, I'm here, and this is where I get distance. And now I have to find how the Euclidean how to do that. If I have to import math, I probably need to import math. Yeah, and I know like how, or do I actually write it myself? I can do it. I can do it, to be fair.
Cheese fest. Python is so stinky.
Yeah, actually, the okay, yeah. Is it just better to use NumPy? Like, regardless, I'm just gonna copy it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, they use math. Never mind. Then I will just do it this way. Between 2 points. Okay. So import math. But yeah, well, what are you doing, Cheesefest? Like, just like in general, I'm bored and hanging out, so why not figure out what are you doing? Pete.
Cheese fest. I'm gonna head out. Good luck.
Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, I really appreciate your help, and yeah, have fun, whatever you're going to do. Actually, we're gonna add him, the guy. Cheers first. That was nice. Is this what you're named after? How will I like find the user? I will add him, just like he was really helpful to me. No, I don't want to do anything like that. I want to be your friend. Can I just do that? How will I like find the user? I will add him, just like he was really helpful to me. For the channel? No, I don't want to do anything like that. I want to be your friend. Cool. Yeah, videos. Can I just do that? I will like subscribe. Oh, dude, you're actually big. What the fuck? And you're watching little me. Thanks, man. Oh, this is a memer. I love this guy already. Yeah, videos. I love this guy already. Oh, this is gonna be. I will watch it afterwards. But yeah, you're. I wonder like what the guy was doing. Actually, like in the sense like why he was watching me.
Cheese fest. Haha, made some stuff a bit ago.
I didn't mean to stalk you like that. It was just like, oh, this is a memer. This is a not good guy. P1 would be bomb. Yeah, and P2 would be this. Bomb. And this. This will be correct, so I have the distance. So, adjacency list of bomb. Oh, I need to name them. I can just name them with the index. Equals to the distance. And the agency also needed, give me a second. It also needed, so it's weighted, okay. Yeah. It needs what it's towards to, so it would be I point distance, and vice versa. Distance. How would, okay, after this, how would we, I just want to see like how this is going to look. To be fair, it actually might be correct though. Oh, I forgot the timer. Oh, I have to check if like it's not empty or I override it. That's okay. I see the issue here. So if adjacency list index, so if it exists, I will add it. This is wrong regardless, actually. Or maybe I can just create an adjacency list with 4 elements already. Or the number of... I might just do that. Now, I actually could... Now, how would this be? This, I don't need this. But yeah, it was nice to have you choose first. But yeah, just making sure if I need to talk this much. I noticed I got tired. Yeah, he's left. I don't think a lot of more people will see, so I might just talk less. So yeah, it has to be a better way of writing it, but right now I'm just doing it. Like wait, yeah. So it exists. You append it. Adjacency list of I. Append index distance. This is bad naming convention, just saying. Right, now I have this. Is this online? It just looks so weird. Now I can print the adjacency list every time. Dude, I might actually just be done with this. That actually worked. If I in adjacency list. I can't. Why can't I? Okay, I think I know how to solve this. I can't be bothered. I think I will call it quits today. Thank you to CheeseFest for being such a stand-up guy and help me. But I notice I'm too tired. So thanks for the stream, guys.